Ho ho ho! Merry Mounjaro Christmas. We got 15s. We got 7.5. We got 10.5. I don't think they have 10.5, but Santa does. We got 2.5s. And we got everything you need for Mounjaro Christmas. Santa has some important things for you to know. The do's and don'ts for Christmas. So stay tuned and let's get into it. Ho ho ho! Okay. I'm not really Santa. I know you thought I was, but I'm not. But what you can call me is Sexy Santa. Wow, how you doing? Alright, so today I want to talk about some important stuff that you need to know about do's and don'ts for Christmas. We're going to talk about carbohydrates, foods, chocolates, and alcohol. But before I carry on, I want to say this. Look, at the end of the video, I got something important to talk about that isn't Mounjaro related. So if you could stay till the end or watch the end, I'd really appreciate it. But as usual, like and subscribe. And if you want Sexy Santa to come down your chimney, please hit that like button and I'll come down. I might get stuck because of my belly, so you'll have to put a rope around my leg and pull me down. And also, if you're going to leave something out, make sure it's sugar-free. 'Tis the season to be jolly. But not for some of us, because some of us are really worried about the Mounjaro Christmas and having fun and eating and putting weight on. But let me tell you this, right? So what? You're going to put a few pounds on over Christmas. What's the point of being on Mounjaro if you're not going to have some fun now and again? Just think of it like taking a holiday from work. You're on a break and you're going back to work soon. You might not like to go back onto work, but you have to. And just look at it that way. Because even if you don't celebrate Christmas, it doesn't matter. You're allowed to put it on now and again. Now, some of you may not want to because you can't. You have the food suppression, and that's just fine. But for some of you, and I've had it in the comments, you'd like to be more socialized with family dinners and all that, and you don't want to be the only person who's putting stuff away. So if you feel like you can't eat, fine, but if you feel like you can, but you're worried about putting the weight on, there's nothing wrong with a few pounds. I fluctuated between around 17 stone to 18 stone for months. I started on 19 stone free. I fluctuated for months and I couldn't get below 17, but I worked even harder and I got down finally. Last time I checked, I was 16 free. I haven't checked since. But I'm telling you, I'm more than likely going to put a few pounds over Christmas. And despite all the work I put in, I don't mind because I feel like we're allowed to have fun. And I don't care because I know we'll shake it off. And if we all stick together in our community, we'll shake it off together. We'll all motivate each other. Jump on the Facebook group. I'll put a link in below. We'll all motivate each other and we'll get there. So don't worry about putting a few pounds on. As you know, carbohydrates make you feel bloated. And it makes you feel fatigued and it makes you feel all these things. And that's fine. Don't have to overdo it. Just have a few if you want, right? Or just have a lot if you want. Just don't worry about it. Drink plenty of water and you'll be fine, yeah? Chocolate cake, unless you've got diabetes, have some. Don't worry about it. Put a few pounds on. After this, let me know how many put on. Now, there's a lady. I don't want to say her name because I don't want to embarrass her. She left comments saying that she's come off Mounjaro so she can enjoy the holidays with alcohol and food and etc. And she doesn't want to be the only one out. But what I worry about is I don't think you should come off remember, I am not a doctor. So everything I say is just out of experience, what I know and what I found out. But if you really want to do research, everything I said, find that from your own GP. But I don't think you should come off Mounjaro just for the holidays, because if you come off it for a few weeks, all the build up in your system that you've been putting in will start going. It's like a build up in your system. So all the build up could start going away, and you may need to start on a lower dose, because if you jump back onto the dose that you were on, unless you're on 2.5, it may make you feel ill. So you may have to go on a lower dose and build up in your system again. So I don't recommend it. And even if you're going to drink and eat a lot, remember that the Mounjaro is still in your system. So every problem that you feel like you were going to have being on Mounjaro, it still will be partly in your system. So it changes nothing. Now, again, check with your GP to find out if I'm right or wrong. look it up yourself. But this is what I found out, and it seems to make sense and logical. So for the lady who put on weight, a load of us in the comments said, encouraged her and said, don't worry about it. It's okay to put a few pounds on. What it might not be okay to do, as I said, is stop the Mounjaro. So she's starting again, and she hasn't been off it that long, but she felt awful. She felt terrible and depressed. And we're all like, don't worry about it. We're allowed to have fun now and again. So don't worry. I'm definitely going to put the pounds on. Now, alcohol. This is an important part of this. Now, with alcohol, people on Mounjaro get a bit paranoid and worried, and rightly so. But this is what I found out, and again, not a doctor, check with your GP, but this is all with the research that I found out. I didn't just come up with this and find one thing, I looked it all up. So you're allowed to drink alcohol whilst on Mounjaro, but really what you need to do is have 1 to 2 to 3 even a night. Don't overdo it. Yeah, the reason why is, first of all, apparently with Mounjaro you can get drunk or tipsy a lot quicker in general, and not everyone, but a lot of people after drinking 1 or 2 will feel nauseous and start throwing up, and if you do that, you kind of want to stop. Now, if you feel like you're nauseous or anything, just stop the drinking, because as you know, it can't be good for you, so that's a sign that you shouldn't carry on. But there's nothing wrong with having 1 or 2 a day. Not every day forever, but over the Christmas holidays, there's nothing wrong with having a couple. Really, there isn't. And don't feel guilty about doing it either. Again, getting drunk faster will save you some money, but just take this into account. Now, a lot of people are worried about pancreatitis, and it is a thing. A lot of people are worried about it, and I don't blame you, rightly so. But the research shows that it's very, very small percentage of people that can get it. Apparently, it's between 2 and 3 out of every 1,000 people that can get pancreatitis. So something to bear in mind. If you're drinking, it's just a very, very, very low chance that you can get pancreatitis. And if you drink in moderation, I'm sure you'll be fine. Again, not a doctor. I will say though, is that if you have had pancreatitis before, stay away from the alcohol. If you've had it before, that's a bad sign that it's a higher chance that you'll get it again, as far as I've done my research. Now, everything I just said, please look it up yourself. Go to your GPs and ask them everything I said. Is it true? Is it correct? And all that. Do your own research, because everyone's different. But everything I found out is for the average Mounjaro user. So we'll see. Anyway, again, back to what I said about feeling guilt-free. We're all going to put some weight on. And then together in January, join my Facebook group, and we'll all support each other and get back down and shake it off, right? Now, this is something you need to know, and I checked out with pharmacies and my pharmacy and all that. I'm quite friendly with them now. They said a lot of people will be it looks like a lot of people will be starting Mounjaro in January for the new year and New Year's resolution and time to get fit. And you know what it's like, people won't do it now, they'll do it then. And you really should stock up if you can, or get as much as you can between now and then. Now, a lot of pharmacies will give it to you maybe 2 to 3 weeks after you bought the last one. So I'm not saying buy 100 because they won't let you anyway, but consider getting it a little bit early if you can, because it may be a problem in January. I don't know how bad, but it's just the pharmacy says there'll be a lot. It feels like, or it sounds like there'll be a lot starting in January, and people buying it for Christmas as well. So we've got a few days to Christmas. Today is Monday. Christmas is like, I think, Thursday or something like that, Friday. But you have till whenever, just bear that in mind. All right, so today isn't going to be a big, massive Christmas. It's just I wanted to tell you about the research that I found out. And I want to wish everyone who supported me over the last 6 months happy Christmas. And everyone who's going to support me or have been, happy Christmas. And happy Christmas to all the friends that I've met. I've met some really good friends, and some people that I will always be for life. Even if I come off the Mounjaro, they'll always be friends for life. And a lot of you in the comments, I recognize who you are now, and it's nice to see you. So I just want to say happy Happy Christmas and a Happy New Year. If you don't celebrate Christmas and you don't celebrate all that, it doesn't matter. I'm wishing you the best anyway, okay? But there is something serious I want to talk about now, and it's one of those things that I never really want to do on this channel, but I feel strongly about it. So something happened the other day. A lot's happening the other day. So my friends, his wife and himself, his wife's Tiffany, who she's a lovely lady, and I find that they're really good friends to me, especially when I've been down. Her father passed away the other day from dementia, and obviously it's never a good time, but it is Christmas, and she's been left with, you could say she's been left with the bill. So they have a place to bury him, but all the small print and the boxes haven't been ticked and all that. So surprising to them that it's not paid for. So they need to raise some they've got some saved, but her husband started a GoFundMe thing. Now they haven't asked me to do this, and I don't like putting stuff like this on my channel, but I felt like I wanted to help them. And I'm going to put the link in the description. It will help towards, even if it's just £1 or $1 or whatever, or €1, it doesn't matter, everything helps. She's also pregnant and she's going to give birth in March, which is, I mean, it's never a good time, but she's really upset that her dad never got to meet her grandchild. Timing is terrible. Life can be really hard on some people, but she's left with the bill, and my mate, they're trying their best with the baby coming, to sort this out, and she's in an awful state. And Tiffany, her name is, she's lovely, and her husband Davey, I love them both, and they're very good to me when I've been really down. So I felt it was important. I felt I would like to help if I can, and if anyone wants to put money, even if you don't, fine, it's it's just one of them things. But if anyone feels like they wants to put in £1 or $1 to help out throughout Christmas, I know everyone's a bit tight, so be it. If not, it's okay. I just thought, I'm sure you understand, I feel bad for putting stuff like this on my channel, but this one time I feel, don't buy me a coffee, give some towards them, and I'll put the link in the description. And if you put something in, say Del Boy sent you, whatever, it doesn't matter, just wish them a happy Christmas and all that, but it doesn't matter, I just wanted to do it. So anyway, that's me for Christmas. I'm going to put on a few pounds, guarantee it. I'll let you know what I put on in a few days. I suppose I won't speak to you until next year anyway, which sounds a bit crazy, but yeah, this will probably be my last video till Christmas, till New Year. So again, happy Christmas to everyone. I love you all. Thanks for everything you've done from the bottom of my heart. I'm not one of these people who don't mean it. You all know I listen to you and all your advice, because you've given me loads of advice over the last 6 months or so. And again, met some amazing people that I consider friends forever. So again, happy Christmas, happy New Year. Like and subscribe, hit that like button for me, and I'll see you next year. All right. But for now, and until next time,